The ASEAN Economic Community will become a reality in 2015. The AEC will transform ASEAN into a region with free movement of goods, services, investment, skilled labour, and freer flow of capital. With the working population at 263 million, facilitating the movement of skilled labour and talents is a critical priority for the ASEAN region. The major instruments in order to facilitate the labour mobility are mutual recognition arrangements for high skills professional workers, or MRA, and mutual recognition of skills for technical and vocational skills, or MRS in short.
MRAs is those focusing on the professionals. There are actually 8 MRAs. But on the other hand, we have the technical skills, and that's why we have the mutual recognition of skills process, where we also focus on the very basic technical vocational skills. And that's where the ILO now is working on in terms of the mutual recognition process with the ASEAN member states.
The MRS is important in the sense that this is an assurance of protection for migrant workers. This is a modality that will allow them to move legally within the region and avoid them being irregular migrants, and therefore as legal workers they are clothed with the protection that each countries, both the sending and receiving countries, would offer migrant workers.
The ASEAN governments, employers and workers organisations widely recognise the importance of mutual recognition of skills to benefit the workers in the region.
This is a very urgent, important for all people. So, through this recognition of skill, recognition of competencies, our young people can move from one nation to another nation, also ready in participating in the labor market, particularly in the future, because we are become one market.
In the past, economists and leaders of our region think of only liberalizing trade and investment as well as facilitating commerce. More and more people in the region, especially the experts and the industry leaders, are seeing that the next basis for competitiveness of any economy or country would be the talents of the people available to them.
Because this is something new and we haven't seen it started yet. So if this thing will help to improve the skill of the workers and also the productivity when they work, I think this will help the employers to be very happy. So what is important is that if these people have the skill and they have the ability to improve the productivity of the company, I think the employers welcome this move.
We don't have standards in the region. Times have changed. There are lots of migrations taking place and there are no standards, so we can't have decent work. And if we want to have decent work for all the workers or the migrants, and also for the people, the workers from host countries, then we need to have these standards that are accepted by all countries in the region.
Right now, the ASEAN Qualification Reference Framework has been finalized, and ISEC or ASEAN Secretariat has been instrumental in supporting AMS in coming to an agreement on this document.
The AQRF has been presented to the ASEAN economic ministers, the MRS and the MRA staying together within the AQRF framework.
According to the ILO report on the readiness of ASEAN member states for implementation of the commitment to the free flow of skilled labour from 2015, development gaps among the countries are still prevailing.
For 2015, some of the member states will be able to have many of their qualifications ready, and so many of their workers ready for skills recognition, which will be just excellent. Others, the least ready, probably Cambodia, Laos and Myanmar, will be able to have just a few of the key skill areas ready for skills recognition. So my judgment overall would be that every member state can in some way be ready for the skills recognition.
ASEAN countries need to develop all these things in line with the other ASEAN member country, so that the recognition between each other countries and then the labor flow and migration of all these things are, legally and also recognized for their product.
Vocational training and skills are important topics for us to ensure that there are the competencies in place. In order to facilitate 10 member states working together, agreeing on what professions, agreeing on skills, you need strong coordination, you need commitment and ownership.
There are member states that have not yet developed their own national qualification reference framework. So in this case, given that situation, ASEC would still be there to support them and engage other organizations like ILO to support this initiative, especially in capacity building.
What we have to do now is to encourage effective implementation of mutual recognition of skills and think of how to facilitate the free movement of skilled labour. The ILO will collaborate with the ASEAN Secretariat to implement a wider range of activities to assist Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar and other ASEAN member states to improve their qualification systems. Meanwhile, the ILO will also help them to reference their qualification under ASEAN Qualification Reference Framework and implement the mutual recognition in priority sectors.